All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Going to diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So, BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. So this means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad. And we care about that because that means if they click somewhere on it, they're not simply scrolling on by. And also, if they click somewhere on it, we know our ad has entered their brain, which means that's the only chance that we can get them to buy from us, is getting our ad into their brain. So we gotta get this number as high as possible. 6% is the minimum. If we got 6%, we got something super wrong. If we're under 6%, we got something super wrong. And that's because a unique CTR all under 6% is not normal. It's super common. I see it everywhere, but it's not normal. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. And so we got building up our universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. We also know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we invented this. Basically, we're going to leave the current ad, we duplicate it, and we apply treatment to the duplicated Boudoir Facebook ad. It takes about a week. Then after a week, we keep whichever one running is the one that has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated ad. So once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, we achieve PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. So our ad is going into more than 6 out of every 100 women's brains. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe, our BLCS universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Solution is easy. Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And then we can achieve pre-click alignment. And we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, my residency went out there, found some Boudoir Facebook ads out in the wild, brought them back to the hospital. One of them, brought it back, tested it, found its unique CTR all was 4.3%. So that's under 6%, so we know that BLCS is present. And so we duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico. Took about a week, got the unique CTR all up to 6.88%. So we found out the original was wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand on the original, now all they need to do is spend $6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and in both scenarios get their ad into the same number of women's brains. So at $3,700 a month, they don't have to spend anymore. They can pocket it. It's kind of like a phantom bonus, an efficiency bonus, because they no longer have to spend it. So it's it's like $40K bonus over the next 12 months. And, don't need to, literally do not need to service any clients, literally no extra work. It's simply by eliminating the wasted spend. All right, second part of my residency, found a Boudoir Facebook ad at unique CTR all 1.39%. So we knew that BLCS is present because unique CTR all under 6%. So BLCS is present. So duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and got the unique CTR all up to 9.13%. So insanely good, much better. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of its ad spend. So again, if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then, on the original, now they only need to spend 1.6 grand a month with a new Boudoir Pico treated ad and get their ads into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. So 8,400 wasted ad spend each month, eliminated, back in their pocket. It's literally like $100,000 bonus at the end of the next 12 months. And finally, had a patient, unique CTRL. He had 5.03%, so we know the BLCS was present. Did a lot more work with this one, treating it with Boudoir Pico. And it took about a week. And we found out that, so we went from 5.03%, so we know that BLCS is present. And then we got it up to unique CTRL 15.35%, which is insanely good. And found out he was wasting, his original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of its ad spend. So if he's spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then, on the original, then all he has to do is spend $3,300 on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and he gets his ad into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. So literally he can stop paying that $6,700 a month, pocket that, and once he pockets that, he can actually, it's kind of like a phantom extra bonus every month. And at the end of it, it's like an $80,000 extra bonus. So the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS, from what I've seen, is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. Since it's when, look at these numbers here. We got wasting 37% of ad spend, wasting 84% of ad spend, wasting 67% of ad spend. And you average these numbers, it's going to average between 50 to 60%. So, if they're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then approximately 5K every single month's being wasted. We can eliminate that, put that back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket, literally every single month, approximately. And so at the end of 12 months, it's approximately 60 grand back in their pocket. They don't have to do any extra work for. So we're gonna diagnose this now. See if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So I start from the bottom. I'm already seeing below creative. The below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that everything Facebook says we should fill out when creating an ad is best for us to fill out instead of best for Facebook that we fill out. Now the consequence of this is actually better for Facebook that we fill this out. Consequence of this is way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, leading to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. But on the back end, on the flip side, Facebook, the more women that scroll by our ads without interacting, the more ads they can serve per unit time and the more money they make. So we never want to follow anything Facebook recommends us to do because they're recommending us because it's best for Facebook. Now, let's see, the creative here, the photo, we got looks like a creative mistake, looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is, yeah, we've seen a bunch of other Boudoir Facebook ads that look like ads, but everyone's doing it, so everyone can't be wrong, can they? Well, actually, 100% of the Boudoir Facebook ad backends I've seen and the Boudoir Facebook ads I've taken from the marketplace and tested myself, 100% of them have had BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, because their unique CTRL was under 6%. 100% of them. That's because 100% of people are making these same pre-click mistakes. Everyone's making the same mistakes, and everyone's throwing their money away. So the consequence of making this mistake, way more women are going to be scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and contributing to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Yep. And the let's see, the CMAR headline. We got first 2 3/4 lines Facebook newsfeed mobile, but we're only using, looks like, a line and a quarter. Most women don't feel ready for a boudoir session. That's normal. All right, we got two relevant points of context, but we got the lack of context mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is, yeah, we feel we got it, enough context to have the maximum optimized number of correct women clicking through, eliminating the people where it's not doesn't make sense for them to click. But we did not achieve that here. We're missing a lot of context. So the consequence of this is way more women gonna be scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than normal, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and increasing our probability of having BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So all right, final verdict. After looking at everything, do I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has a unique CTRL under 6%, aka it has BLCS, aka it has Boudoir low click syndrome? Yes, I do. I believe this is a BLCS specimen. So if you're a Boudoir low click advertiser BLCA with BLCS, so unique CTRL of your Boudoir Facebook ads is under 6%, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you decided this is where you need to pull the next optimization, the next profit out of the business, because you've done other spots of your business, but you're ready to do it now for your Boudoir Facebook ads because there's a ton of money being spent on this. Then and you want to be, on your journey to become #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM when I open intake for new patients. I currently don't have, new intake is currently closed, but when I do open intake up again, shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify.